sir.
How are you?
All good, sir.
All good. You have studied the previous part of metals and nonmetals?
Yes.
Yes, very nice. So now we have done the reactivity series. In the reactivity series, on the topmost level, you have potassium, you have sodium, you have got calcium. So these are very reactive metals, and so naturally if they are to occur in the nature, they will be occurring in their compound state. Like for example, potassium will be present in form of, say for example, either potassium chloride or potassium hydroxide. Same way sodium may be present in form of sodium hydroxide, or sodium is present in what? Salt. So that means the more reactive elements or metals, they are present in atmosphere or nature or on earth's crust in form of their compounds. Whereas the less reactive elements, you have seen downmost when you go to the reactivity series, you will find gold, silver, platinum. They occur naturally in native state, free state. That means they are not in form of compound. Suppose you get gold mine, that means you dig out gold directly from there as metal. Maybe they will be present in some, mixed with some other metal in form of their alloys, might be. But mostly these non-reactive metals are present in free state, native state we call it. If they ask you what is the meaning of native state, you have to say that means free state, it is not in a compound form. So we are actually talking about occurrence of metals, and might be non-metals also we can include in the definitions of minerals. What are minerals then? Minerals, metals, non-metals, metals or non-metals, or compounds of them found in or on Earth's crust are called minerals. Example, feldspar, quartz, mica, bauxite, etc. are minerals. So minerals will be compound of metals mainly. If we try to find out topic of our concern, then we can say metals are normally compounds of metals. Like for example, if I talk about bauxite, Al2O3 into 3H2O. So bauxite is one of the minerals now also, and then we have got feldspar, we have got quartz, we have got mica, we have got bauxite. All of them are minerals. Now in metallurgy, Akansha, what we have to actually do, we have to keep our head high, because people who, the topmost richest people on earth might be first 100, initially they were having metal industries. You may have heard the name, the Tatas. So the iron company, in Tata, Jamshedpur. So metal industry is a very, very large industry, big industry, and especially certain metals, because of their uses, are very, very much, attractive to go into that business or to get into that, industry, like iron industry. So we have in metallurgy, we have to understand how we can obtain metal compound from the earth, and then we can take out the metal from there, and we can remove the not needed things over there. So let us again talk. So if we have minerals, we can have minerals. Say for example, we can have aluminum minerals. Aluminum compound can be present even in potash alum. Like if I will write about potash alum. So potash alum is a K2SO4 into Al2SO4 whole thrice into 24H2O. So this is potash alum, where you see a small amount of aluminum. So can we extract aluminum from there? You can use your common sense. It's a very, very large compound with a lot of other elements chemically combined there, and chemically combined things can be separated with difficult ways. But you see, there is another. Suppose I have to extract aluminum. Can I extract aluminum from here? Which one is more appealing to you just by the look of the formula, Sachin? From where? This is bauxite and this is potash alum. This is potash alum. So Sachin, where would you like to, where your common sense says that suppose you have got an aluminum industry, which one you will use to extract aluminum? This one or that one, where it can be easily done according to you? Just use your common sense. Bauxite, yeah, very nice. Akansha, I think so. You also are thinking it's bauxite, and it's correct, because see, it's a complicated thing. You have to get rid of these things, and then finally you come to a very small amount of aluminum. But that means here the extraction will not be very economical. It cannot be easy. But here the extraction will be economical. It will be cheap, and it will be easy. Therefore, these are called ores. Ores are actually those minerals from which we can extract metals profitably and easily. Ores are those minerals from which metals can be extracted easily or cheaply. For example, bauxite. Bauxite is the ore of aluminum, so aluminum can be extracted through bauxite, and iron could be extracted from hematite. So your duty, what is your duty as a student to know? You should know different type of ores of different metals. Like you should memorize, Akansha, you could memorize about what to say, hematite ore means what? It's iron ore. So iron ore list is here. Different places on earth will have different type of, different places on earth will have different type of ores of iron. So hematite is there, Fe2O3, then magnetite is there, Fe3O4, limonite is there, that is Fe2O3 into 3H2, and siderite is there, FeCO3. So these are iron ores. So Akansha, you can memorize by making a list: iron ore, then aluminum ore, then copper ore. This is your work, and it is available. It is available on in many of the books, or you can search it, and I think so your students can make a list and memorize them. It's very, very important. Now see, for example, aluminum ore, the chief ores of aluminum are bauxite. Then we have got cryolite, that is Na3AlF6. You may be, I think so, sometimes you can use both of them. One helps the other. Like in aluminum extraction, both of these ores are used. And then we have got corundum, Al2O3, same as bauxite, but water of crystallization is not there. Or you can also classify ores as sulfide ore. Like not in terms of metals, but what are the other things attached to the metals? Like for example, sulfide ore means HGS. That is cinnabar, that's what to say, ore of mercury. Then we have got lead sulfide, so that is galena, we call it. Zinc blend is for zinc. Then we have got carbonate ores. We can have calcium carbonate, that's marble or limestone. So there are a lot of classification through which what suits you can study, but you should at least know 10 to 20, 30 ores. These if you are interested in chemistry. That is how we, again I sum up what we studied. Occurrence of metal. How do metals occur in nature? Metals found in or on metals or metal compounds found in or on Earth's crust are called mineral, and obviously we can also tell that metals, non-metals also we can include in mineral definition. Metals, non-metals or their compounds found in or on Earth's crust are called minerals. Ores, whereas, are minerals, but those minerals from which we can really extract metals, or those minerals from which really metals are extracted cheaply and economically. So that is where we have to understand. Thank you.